Yesterday morning, Donald Trump lawyer Alina Habba decided to go on CNN, where, of course, she was grilled about the new revelations with the DOJ's investigation into the Trump classified documents, something that she definitely did not want to talk about. In fact, she didn't want to talk about it so badly that she ended up making a complete fool of herself right in front of the entire nation during her CNN appearance. So here is Alina Habba. I can't even say she's getting grilled by Don Lemon because he is calmly, casually asking her questions that she should be able to answer, but by God, she just doesn't want to do it. So here she is. This was CNN yesterday morning.
You swore that on May 5th, 2022, that you diligently search respondents' personal office, meaning Donald Trump's, located at Mar-a-Lago, including all desks, drawers, file cabinets, etc. 6 days later, the DOJ would subpoena Trump for classified documents. If you did a diligent search, Alina, wouldn't you have seen the trove of classified documents that were eventually found there?
No, because if you look at the scope of what I did and what I was looking for, it was not classified documents and it had nothing to do with this case. I was looking for tax documents.
Okay, so even if they were there, you don't think that you would have recognized them. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know, but I know that I'm not in a deposition right now and I'm not going to continue with this conversation. But if you'd like to talk about what's currently happening, such as our corrupt system with AGs and our corrupt system with DAs and how they should all be brought in front of Congress and answer questions, happy to talk about that.
Okay, Alina, listen, with all due respect, we have you here. You're representing the Trump legal team. The former president is in a series of legal threats right now, including the hush money payments, the DOJ classified documents, the Georgia election, the DOJ January 6th probe, and you're here to answer those questions. So, and no, this is not a deposition. I'm just asking you questions on television respectfully. So if we can just stick to the facts. So,
yeah.
Oh,
we can stick to the facts, Don, but what you're asking me is something that's unrelated to the Mar-a-Lago case. It was for Letitia James's case, and I signed an affidavit, and it's very public. I recommend you read it.
Okay.
Lemon was just asking questions, Alina. I mean, he wasn't grilling you. He wasn't like, answer the question. I need to know that. He was just like, okay, but listen, I mean, you're a reasonable person. You had to go looking through boxes of documents at Mar-a-Lago at a time when classified documents were at Mar-a-Lago, and you didn't stumble across any of them, not even something that you're like, hey, wait a minute, maybe, like nothing, you can't even answer anything to any of that? No, this is not a deposition. I will not sit here. You know what, though? It's not an admission, but at the same time, it's kind of an admission, right? Because you didn't deny it. You didn't flat out say, no, absolutely not. There were no classified documents. Now, I'm not saying that you're hiding any evidence, Alina. Of course, I would not try to imply that whatsoever. But let's think about this as a reasonable, rational human being. You had to go looking around an area where we know that just 2-3 months later, classified documents were found by the FBI. We have the pictures. We have seen where these documents were. So you're going through documents, you're going through offices, you're going through closets, you're going through storage spaces, and you can't even tell us if there were or were not documents. You can't confirm or deny any of this, and you get testy just because you were asked a question that most people honestly think, yeah, that's a good question to ask. Did you see anything? We're not expecting you, honestly, to give us the truth, because we know that if you admit, yeah, there were classified documents, that's going to look very bad for your client. So you can't say yes, but you could at least not be so hostile when you're asked a simple question. Here's what you should have said, Alina. Thank you for the question, Don. I appreciate it. As you know, that is an ongoing investigation. It is a case that I am no longer working on. And because of that, I am not going to speak to anything regarding that case. It is an ongoing investigation. We are keeping, a tight seal on this. That is how you could have diplomatically handled that situation. You didn't have to come across as belligerent. You didn't have to come across as if you had something to hide, and yet you did. And here's the funniest part about all of this. As I have repeatedly said, Alina Habba is so desperate for attention that she will continue to go on these media outlets that she knows are not going to be overly friendly to her. Again, Don Lemon was not hostile by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not exactly a friendly interview. But she is going to keep doing it because she likes to have her face on TV, much like Joe Tacopina. This morning, as Trump is preparing to head into his arraignment, what was happening? Alina Habba was on one network, Joe Tacopina was on the other. So even as their client is about to be indicted, they're still going out there putting their stupid faces on TV. Because that's what they do, because that's what they're all about, and that's why they took on Donald Trump as a client. Hope it's worth it for you. Right now, it doesn't seem like it is.
One of today's video sponsors is Miracle Made. Whether you want to get more fit or be a better parent or get more done at work, there's one thing that's going to help, and that's better sleep. With Miracle Made sheets, you can tap into the power of self-cooling temperature regulation, which has been shown to improve sleep quality by up to 34%. Using silver-infused fabrics originally developed by NASA, Miracle Made sheets are thermoregulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, so you get better sleep every night. These sheets are infused with natural silver that prevent 99.9% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets, which means no more gross odors. Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable without the high price tag of other luxury brands. And it's better for your skin because you stop sleeping on bacteria. Clean sheets means less bacteria to clog your pores and fewer breakouts and other skin problems. Miracle Made offers a whole line of self-cleaning, eco-friendly bedding such as sheets, pillowcases, and comforters that again prevent 99% of bacteria and require 3 times less laundry. So go to trymiracle.com/ROF and give it a try today. And we've got a special deal for our viewers. Save over 40% and be sure to use our promo code ROF at checkout to save even more and get 3 free towels. And Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/ROF and use the code ROF to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/ROF to treat yourself.